The Boston Celtics are standing at the edge of a critical offseason crossroads, and no player not named Jayson Tatum is truly untouchable. Fresh off an emotional and physically taxing playoff run, Boston is navigating a tricky offseason filled with swirling trade rumors, financial pressure, and the looming uncertainty around Tatum's health. A recent report by Yahoo Sports' Kevin O'Connor, echoed by ESPN's Shams Charania, has reignited speculation about the futures of two key Celtics, Jaylen Brown and Derrick White. And while the Celtics would prefer not to part ways with either of them, the reality of the NBA's new financial structure and Tatum's devastating Achilles injury may force their hand. Celtics face harsh cap reality. The Celtics' primary goal this offseason? Ducking under the harsh restrictions of the NBA's new second apron, the punitive upper limit of the luxury tax. To do that, Boston is reportedly shopping players like Jrue Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, and Sam Hauser, three vital contributors to their recent playoff success. Shedding those salaries, as ESPN's Shams Charania has reported, is Boston's first line of attack. But if general manager Brad Stevens can't find the right deals for those names, the conversation could get uncomfortable and expand to bigger fish. According to O'Connor, that's exactly what's happening. While the Celtics aren't eager to move Brown or White, they're listening. And in today's NBA, especially during draft week, just listening can quickly turn into acting. Nobody is off the table except Tatum. Appearing on NBC Sports Boston's The Offseason special, Kevin O'Connor dropped the kind of bombshell that rattles front offices and fuels fan debates. Besides Tatum, the Celtics are at least listening to offers for everybody out there, whether it's Derrick White or Jaylen Brown, O'Connor revealed. Shams said big offers have been made for those guys. How can you not listen? This doesn't mean a trade is imminent. In fact, all signs indicate Boston's front office is operating with caution. They're exploring trades involving Holiday, Porzingis, and Hauser first, hoping to get under the second apron without shaking up their star core. But the whispers are growing louder. Ultimately, they want to avoid Brown or White trades, O'Connor emphasized. That's what's going around the NBA. That's what everybody's talking about. But teams are making offers, so you at least have to listen. A Tatum injury that changes everything. While financial flexibility is one piece of the puzzle, another looming factor has changed the trajectory of Boston's offseason entirely: the potential season-long absence of Jayson Tatum. If the All-NBA forward is out with a torn Achilles for most or all of the 2025-26 season, the Celtics might pivot. What was once supposed to be a championship or bust campaign could turn into a bridge year. And if that's the case, a more aggressive reset could be on the table. In such a scenario, parting ways with either Jaylen Brown or Derrick White, while painful, may offer a strategic reset, one that brings back younger talent, future draft capital, and most importantly, cap relief. This wouldn't be a full teardown, but rather a retooling, a way to tread water competitively until Tatum returns fully healthy for a real title push in 2026-27. Blockbuster scenarios. Brewing. The league is watching closely, and suitors are already lining up. According to Sports Illustrated's Chris Mannix, the San Antonio Spurs have emerged as a possible trade partner for Jaylen Brown. The Spurs, seeking a co-star to pair with the transcendent Victor Wembanyama, could be motivated to make a splash. If you're Boston, you're not going to ask for a Stephon Castle, Mannix said. You're not going to get a Stephon Castle in a Jaylen Brown deal, but you would get the number 2 pick back in return. You would get the Devin Vassell's, the Keldon Johnsons, future first-round capital. That's something I'd watch. In other words, if a Godfather offer comes through on draft night, Brad Stevens might have to listen and act. Derrick White, meanwhile, has drawn serious interest from the Golden State Warriors, a team still desperate to maximize their waning championship window. White's perimeter defense, clutch shooting, and high IQ make him an ideal fit for Steve Kerr's system, especially if Klay Thompson departs. What comes next? It's clear the Celtics don't want to break up their core. Brad Stevens, Joe Mazzulla, and the rest of the front office have been vocal about their desire to keep Brown and White in green. They're still in their prime, battle-tested, and loyal to the franchise.